If you really want to know where AI is headed, there's one person you absolutely have to listen to: Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang. He's making some incredibly bold predictions that are going to redefine everything: our careers, the economy, even the global balance of power. And to get where we're going, you first have to understand who's in the driver's seat. So to really grasp the weight of his words, you have to understand his unique position in the world. I mean, this is one of the only CEOs who can bridge the gap between the world's two biggest superpowers. His company's chips are literally the engine of AI, which puts him right at the center of this huge geostrategic competition between the US and China. When he talks, governments on both sides of the world listen. And he's not exactly shy about the impact he's having. With a quote like this, Huang is setting the stage. See, he's not just talking about technology. He's talking about a seismic shift in how wealth gets created. He believes his team is already riding that first wave. And it's a huge signal that this revolution isn't just about code, it's about capital. All right, so what does this massive revolution actually mean for you? Well, Huang's first set of predictions zooms right in on the personal level: our jobs, the skills we need, and our own potential to build wealth in this brand new era. Here it is, his first major prediction. Forget the dot-com boom. Just put it out of your mind. Huang is convinced that the AI boom is going to be faster and way, way bigger. We're talking about a wave of wealth creation that's more rapid than anything we've seen in modern history. But why? Why is it going to be so big? Well, it all comes down to this really critical distinction he makes. See, most people are focused on what he calls efficiency AI. That's just using tech to do the same old things, but a little bit faster. He says the real magic is in opportunity AI, using this new intelligence to chase completely new ideas, things that were impossible before. That's where the real value is going to be unlocked. And for Huang, this isn't just a theory. He says this is exactly what's happening at Nvidia. AI hasn't led to a bunch of job cuts. It's the opposite. His team is busier than ever. Why? Because they're not stuck automating old tasks. They've been freed up by AI to go chase their biggest, boldest, and most ambitious new ideas. And this opens the door to his next huge idea. AI is the great equalizer. That massive barrier to entry for something complex like programming, it's just dissolving. Forget needing to know C++. The key technical skill of the future is simply knowing how to ask the right questions in plain English. And it doesn't just stop at programming. The exact same principle applies across all kinds of creative fields. Just think about it for a second. Every single person's productive power is about to be massively amplified. The baseline for what one person can create, what they can build, and what they can achieve is being completely rewritten as we speak. So this personal revolution, it starts to scale up dramatically. Now we're going to zoom out from the individual to the entire industrial landscape. Huang predicts AI won't just be another tool for businesses. It's going to become the very foundation that businesses are built on. He has this core concept he calls the twin factory. So picture this. A car company has its physical factory, building cars. But in the future, it'll also have a digital AI factory, a perfect simulation of the whole operation, where it can design, test, and refine the car's intelligence before a single piece of metal is ever even cut. The stakes here are absolutely existential. This is not an optional upgrade. For Huang, it's simple. If you're an industrial company that isn't also an AI company in the very near future, you just won't be an industrial company at all, period. To put all of this in perspective, Huang frames this moment in history. He argues this isn't just another tech cycle. This isn't just a new iPhone. No. We are witnessing a complete reinvention of computing itself, the first real one in over half a century. We're shifting from just processing information to actually generating intelligence. And the price tag for building this new world? Well, the hundreds of billions of dollars that have been spent so far, that's just the down payment. Huang says we are at the very, very beginning of a multi-trillion-dollar build-out to create all these new AI factories of the future. Now, an economic shift this massive doesn't stay local for long. And this brings us to Huang's final set of predictions, which all play out on the global stage. We're talking about the high-stakes race for AI dominance. And Huang actually puts a number on this domestic build-out. $500 billion worth of AI supercomputers built right here in the US over the next few years. So this isn't just a tech race, it's a whole new chapter for American manufacturing. And this quote reveals his core vision for national strategy. He's basically arguing against simple protectionism. He's saying, look, don't build walls to protect old industries. Instead, outcompete everyone by mastering the single most valuable technology of the next century, the chips and supercomputers that power all of AI. But this race isn't just about hardware. There is a critical fact that we cannot ignore. Literally half, of the world's AI developers are in China. And that talent is the absolute key to understanding Huang's final and maybe most important prediction. Okay, this is where it all comes together. For Huang, the ultimate advantage, the real moat, it isn't having the best chip, it's having the best developer ecosystem. Just like Nvidia wins because developers love to build on its CUDA platform, the nation that wins the AI race will be the one that convinces the world's developers to build on its tech stack, which leaves us with this final kind of paradoxical question. In an age of incredibly fierce competition, Huang suggests that the only way to truly win is to build a platform so open and so valuable that the entire world, including your biggest rivals, chooses to build their future on.